Hello, this is Shelly, coming to you live from my house with your daily dose of spotlight. I am really excited to be here talking to you about things that you can do during quarantine to stay on top of your creative juices game. Now, I realize it's a time when all of us are going through a lot of change. Things seem up in the air and uncertain, but you know what? Some things don't change. You and your creative juices that can be flowing during this time. So we're going to talk about the 3 C's. The first C is care. Self-care. There's a lot of great ways that you can take care of yourself. Go outside, enjoy the sun, get some vitamin D, take a bike ride, take a walk. Just take a deep breath and remember that the earth is still turning. And then some family care. I know that some of us are spending a lot of time in our house with our family. And that's okay, because you can play a game or do one of those 1,000-piece puzzles that will definitely keep you busy for a day or 2. The next C is connect. Find a good way to connect with your friends. Hopefully digitally, there are some really fun apps that hopefully your parents might let you download or use on their phones. You can FaceTime or Skype, there's Zoom or House Party. Just make sure that you're hanging with people you already know. You can also, like when I was a kid, get a pen pal. People used to send mail. Who knew? Send me a letter. I need more mail, and I will send one back to you. How about them apples? The third and final C, the most important, the big C, is find a way to create. There's so many fun things that you can do or explore in your creative self, right? You can find a play or a book to read. You can make some music. You can make something with your hands. Here at my house, we are making videos and having a really fun time doing it and trying to find fun ways to put a unique and funny story together. We are also having a splits challenge. I have not been able to do the splits since I was in high school, just a few years ago. But my girls and I are trying to get our splits, all 3 of us. So if I get them, I will absolutely come back and do another daily dose of Spotlight and tell you how amazing it is that I was actually able to get the splits. I would also really encourage you to do something that's hands-on and creative, because when you're doing something with your body, it helps your whole self, your mind, your heart, your muscles. I personally, every year, make a vision board. Has all sorts of fun pictures of things that I have in my goal set for 2020. And just because I did it at the beginning of the year doesn't mean that you can't do one right now for things that you would like to do. Print up some pictures, get some magazines, rip them up, glue them on a board, and create something that's really fun to look at every day to remind yourself about the things that are important to you and the goals that you want to achieve. Now, I want to circle back to self-care really fast, because you know what? If you don't feel like learning a new big skill, learning Mandarin or the cello or something that might seem hard, that's okay, because you're just here to get through this time when we're here and taking that social distancing so that we can do the best for all the people around us that we care about. So also don't remember to give yourself some grace. Now, I know I'm actually here to give you some tips on acting, because I'm also an actor, and I would like to talk about monologues. Monologues are very important, and yet they intimidate some people. Now, when you go for an audition, a lot of times you're going to need either comedic or a dramatic monologue, depending on the type of show that you're auditioning for, or if you're going for a general, so they're filling a whole series of shows, you might be asked to present both. So the best way to find those monologues is to read plays. There are so many wonderful plays out there that you can find through a simple Google search or your libraries, which I know are closed, but you could find online right now, and find something that's in your wheelhouse. If you're into comedy, I bet you would like to find a comedy monologue, or if you're dramatic, you definitely want to look for something a little bit more serious. and Google is absolutely there to help you. I am also here to help you. So if you would like some unsolicited advice, you should feel free to reach out to me. I have a large collection of monologues and would love to help you. Like a big tip would be if you're auditioning for a dramatic play, should you do a comedy monologue? No, don't do that. Maybe don't take my advice, but do take my advice and find ways to grow yourself in a healthy way during quarantine. And I look forward to hearing about any projects you might come up with. Please feel free to reach out to me on social media, and I would really like to thank Spotlight for inviting me to come and play with the Daily Dose Club. Bye. I don't know why they ask me these things. Just like everybody else. Hercules, Hercules, Hercules! This is a C. This is a C to me, but this is a C to you. God.
Just say it.
I don't know what to say.